In the midst of all the noise around the Real Madrid and Fiorentina game, I feel like we've not spoke highly enough of Arda Guler's performance against Fiorentina. And in this video, I'm going to speak about his performance and also talk about how key Arda Guler is going to be for Real Madrid under Jose Mourinho in the upcoming season. Let's break it down. Arda Guler played 85 minutes. He had 71 touches, so he was involved a lot in the game. We saw him moving around. We saw him speaking, dictating how Real Madrid were playing. It was awesome seeing Arda Guler play with confidence. He had 46 out of 52 passes completed. 88% of his passes were completed, essentially. He had 12 passes in the final third. Incredible. 1 chance created, 1 key pass, 10 long balls, 5 crosses. 3 was fouled, 1 interception, 1 clearance, 4 duels won, 1 recovery. He got a score of 7.3. I give him an 8. Arda Guler is a very, very special player. And what I've noticed about Arda Guler is that he's very tactically adaptable. I feel like he played great under Carlo Ancelotti. He played great under Xabi Alonso. He played great under Arbeloa. This guy is able to adapt to different tactical situations. And I feel like under Jose Mourinho, Arda Guler is going to thrive to the point where I see him being the OZIL of Mourinho's new era. We all remember Mesut Ozil back in the day. Great player, great number 10. Arda Guler reminds me so much of Ozil, honestly. And I feel like Jose Mourinho is going to utilize Arda Guler to a very great extent. And don't be surprised if we see some team building around Arda Guler. And don't be surprised where Arda Guler could actually make the first team lineup for the majority of games at Real Madrid. Let me tell you why. Now, I see Mourinho playing a 4-2-3-1, and I feel like he's going to play Rodri and Bellingham in the center of the pitch and have Arda Guler as number 10, in my honest opinion. I feel like Jose Mourinho really likes Arda Guler. He probably sees Ozil in him in terms of the style of play. And if you watch that game against Fiorentina, you saw how Arda Guler was embraced by Mourinho. We saw how they were talking to each other. This guy, Arda Guler, he is going to be a key player for Real Madrid. He has everything: the passing, the long balls, the crossing, the shooting. There's no way that Arda Guler is not starting. He has to start. He has to start. And don't be surprised where Mourinho may just play Rodri if they get Rodri, Bellingham in the middle of midfield as well, and play Arda Guler up front. Because Arda Guler, he's not a central midfielder, and it'd be a waste to play Arda Guler in central midfield. And I know Madrid, if they get Rodri, they're going to have Camavinga, Tchouaméni, etc. But you have to play Arda Guler and you have to play Jude Bellingham. You have to play both players. And having Arda Guler up front, more towards a goal, is what Real Madrid must do next season. Arda Guler really impressed me in that Fiorentina game, and he's been consistent throughout his time at Real Madrid. He's been consistent. He may not have. He may feel like things could be better for him at Real Madrid. We know Real Madrid are going through a difficult period, 2 back-to-back seasons, trophyless, but we can't blame Arda Guler for that. I feel like throughout those seasons where Real Madrid won nothing, Arda Guler stepped up and showed his quality, whether it was the passing, the assist to Mbappe, whether it was him being stuck in and, trying to stamp his mark in the game. Arda Guler has showed that. This is the same guy that won Young Player of the Champions League season last year. So he's got talent. And Madrid did well by scouting him and bringing him to Real Madrid. But this year has to be the year. This upcoming season has to be the season where Arda Guler is going to become a megastar. This upcoming season is going to be the year where Arda Guler is going to be a megastar. And I tell you why. Mourinho is going to utilize him extremely well. I see him playing the OZIL role, the OZIL role for Real Madrid. And I've got a very strong inkling that Mourinho is going to prioritize the 4-2-3-1 formation over the 4-3-3 formation. I have a strong feeling that Mourinho is going to push for the 4-2-3-1 formation over 4-3-3. Now, that means that many midfielders in that formation will not make the cut. Many midfielders will not make the cut. And don't be surprised if you're going to see Tchouaméni benched. Don't be surprised if you're going to see Camavinga benched. If they get Rodri, I feel like Mourinho is going to play Bellingham and Rodri together in the center of midfield. Whether that would work, I don't know. However, Arda Guler cannot be benched. If Vinicius Jr. goes, Real Madrid's next creative best outlet is Arda Guler. If Vinicius Jr. leaves, right, the next creative best outlet is Arda Guler. And we saw last year that Arda Guler combines very well with Kylian Mbappe. When Arda Guler was playing closer towards a goal, we saw him link up very well with Mbappe. He assisted Mbappe very well. He gave Mbappe great passes. Him and Mbappe have a great understanding of each other on the pitch. If you're a smart man, if you're a smart manager, if you're reviewing last year's games of Real Madrid, you want to replicate that for next season. You want to replicate that for next season. You want Arda Guler and Mbappe to continue doing what they were doing last year up till next season. It makes more sense. So I don't feel like Mourinho is going to play Arda Guler deep. He's definitely going to play him very, very high up the pitch. And that's where Arda Guler thrives. And that's where we're going to see Arda Guler become a megastar next year. He's going to be a very key player for Real Madrid because I find him so tactically adaptable. That's a key word there. Arda Guler is extremely tactically adaptable. He's got so much talent that you tell him, hey, play here, he will shine. Play here, he will shine. He played a different role under Ancelotti. He did well. He played a different role under Arbeloa. He did well. Now, the role I see him playing at Real Madrid is the same role we saw in the Fiorentina game the other day. We're going to see Mourinho play him in that role. Arda Guler, in my opinion, is going to start many games. He's probably going to be in the first 11. So what does that mean? It means that there will be no Bellingham playing so high up. There will be no Bellingham playing so high up. We're going to see, in my opinion, a 4-2-3-1 formation, and Arda Guler in that central attacking midfield role, being flanked by a left winger and a right winger. That's how I see it. Arda Guler has to be in that first 11 lineup. This guy is too good to be on the bench. And, next year is in the year where he's going to step up and just dominate things. And I see Mourinho giving him the OZIL role, that free role, roam around high up the pitch, try and get some through balls into the attack, trying to influence the game. We saw what he did against Fiorentina. He looks up for it. He looks so up for it. And you know what? I feel like the disappointment of Turkey in the World Cup, he took that on, and I think it's still lingering in his mind. He wants to show the world that, hey, I'm here, I can do things. I think that's probably motivation for him to actually play very well under Mourinho. And I feel like I've got a strong feeling that Mourinho likes the Arda Guler profile. You can tell he does. You can tell he absolutely does. His style of play, his passing, his work rate. That's the type of player that Mourinho wants. You can be the best passer. You can be super creative. But if you have terrible work rate, you're basically on Mourinho's bad list. But Arda Guler has it all. Creativity, passing, vision, great work rate, contributing defensively and offensively, sacrificing for the team. Arda Guler is going to have a standout season. In my opinion, next year under Mourinho, he's going to have a huge breakout season where we're going to see him be talked about not only amongst the best young players in the world, but amongst the best midfielders in the world. He's still a talent. He's still learning. But under Mourinho, we're going to see a beast of a player, a complete beast of a player. People that were sleeping on Arda Guler in the past, this time around, there'll be no more sleeping. We all gonna be woke. We're all gonna be woke about Arda Guler's ability to just play great games. That Fiorentina game, I loved how Arda Guler played. He's definitely going to be a key part of Mourinho. You cannot leave him on the bench because you need as much creative players as possible, particularly if Vinny leaves. And if they don't get Rodri, you need to definitely be playing Arda Guler. Have to. Don't be surprised if you're going to see Bellingham and Rodri duo. Don't be surprised. You probably will see Rodri just behind the fence, Bellingham just ahead of Rodri, Arda Guler far ahead of Bellingham, being flanked by two wingers, one striker up front. Beauty. And the way Arda Guler plays, again, his connection with Mbappe is more avenues for Raul to get goals. We saw the Trent crossing to the new striker, the tall guy, that he got the header all wrong. But those kind of plays, a cross into a tall striker to get a goal in, or a through ball from Arda Guler to Mbappe, the more diverse range of players you have, the more opportunities you have to score goals. So I'm definitely watching and tracking Arda Guler in the upcoming preseason games. Once again, I'm super impressed by his performance in Fiorentina. Hope he keeps it up. I'm Shirtless Matchday. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. See you in the next video.